Welcome everyone to Ranking of Tours. This time, Bad Omens. Yeah. All right. We've got every tour that Bad Omens has ever been on. Starting with, I think it's like 2016. It's like 2016. It's like a Born of Osiris headliner. I think it's like a Sumerian sponsored tour, very specifically.
Yes.
Like the Sumerian boys out on the road or something like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rank them.
And we have 5 tiers that these could possibly go in. At worst, that's a hard no from me, dog. And of course, at best, DeLorean me right there. Don't fucking matter how much it costs.
Right, correct. And we got a couple in between. You know, would I sell my soul and possibly a kidney without hesitation? If the tickets were free and I
feel like that one's higher stakes than the DeLorean one, but I don't know.
No, DeLorean's higher stakes. DeLorean's like, I may never see my family again.
You could break the multiverse.
You know what I mean? Precisely. That's right. And, you know, right before, you know, worst case scenario is maybe if it was live streamed, I'd tune in, which, but Bad Omens did have a live stream, right?
They did have the live stream with,
we came as Roman?
Dayseeker as well?
Dayseeker plotting you?
Yeah.
That all sounds vaguely accurate. And we've got a little spreadsheet over here, just in case we're not sure based on the poster who exactly is on that tour. But before we move forward, we want to shout out and thank Lou for putting this all together for us. It's immensely helpful, and they did a phenomenal job with it.
Appreciate it.
Are you ready to fuck? You think this is going to be hard?
This is the first time we've ever done this. I don't know if it's going to be hard or not.
This might be hard.
This might be super fucking easy. You want to know why?
Why?
We've been to some of these tours.
We have been to some of these tours,
so
but I don't
know. Who would know better than we would?
Do you think there's a Bad Omens
All these
tour?
TikTok kids don't know, Sam. We were out in the trenches going to Bad Omen shows in 2017, 2018.
You ever pull this boomer shit and say the word TikTok kids on the show again? You're literally fired to get a replace with someone who's like 14.
All these fucking zillennials.
Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
It came rolled off the tongue real easy.
Zillennial.
Yeah. All right, let's fucking dive in. So first up we have the Sumerian 10-year tour with Born of Osiris, featuring Veil of Maya, After the Burial, Upon a Burning Body, Era, and Bad Omens. I mean,
Era must have been really nice to him on this tour, and we'll get to the future soon.
Oh my God, that's a good fucking point. Now this we didn't go to, right?
We didn't.
But it's a banger.
Yeah.
Like, this is a fucking fire right now.
But is it?
What do you mean, but is it?
Well, at the time, we didn't go to it, so we
You're right.
must
So
have
essentially,
thought...
okay, hold on. Maybe we haven't had this conversation. The whole point is, like, would we go to this right now and like this, like, now,
you have to
right?
tell
Like,
the audience.
We're right. We're looking at this, like, not would I have gone to it at the time. It's like, this tour was announced today. Would I go to it?
But that's a fun question, though, because then...
Sure.
Is there a Bad Omen show I would miss?
So here's the catch with this Bad Omen show, right? Is they're opening it. So really what you're in for tonight is a 4-song set from Bad Omens.
Okay, so my question is it this era of their songs being played?
Oh my
because then
goodness.
I don't think you realize how complicated of a game this actually is.
Did I overcomplicate the whole possibility of this being a good idea?
Right, because what I could potentially see is Upon a Burning Body put on at the time one of the greatest sets they ever could, which they were known to do back in 2016.
It has to be.
Or I could watch an Upon a Burning Body set in 2023.
It has to be at the time because the number one option is would I DeLorean there?
That's right. That's right.
I don't think I would DeLorean to this. Like,
no?
Respectfully, I'm not going to DeLorean to the Born of Osiris headliner. They're not quite there for me.
After the Burial, probably at their best at this like peak era right here.
Would I sell my soul and possibly a kidney? Which honestly, I feel like just selling your soul feels like enough. That's high stakes.
If the tickets were free and I had the day off the next day, is actually my S tier, by the way.
What the fuck? That's best case scenario.
That's best case scenario in general for any tour.
No, you got to think that you sell your soul, like everything above, like would include this, right? Like you sell your soul plus like the next day off. You know what I'm saying? This feels like a here guy.
Yeah.
Like dead in the middle. There's some banger bands on here, but like, you're saying maybe, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Mostly because at the time, I don't think I'm that attached to Era.
Yeah.
I'm probably not even that attached to Born of Osiris at that point. Maybe it took like another year to warm up to them entirely.
You're right. So like across the board, we're looking at this as like the 2016 fucking.
I also don't think it's right.
Bang It Out tour. What do you mean? You don't think 2016?
I don't think our
is the
Excel spreadsheet is right.
It has to be.
I think it's copy and pasted because Veil of Maya are very specifically the support. Lou.
No, they are the support. They are the support. Headliner Born of Osiris.
No,
Veil of Maya.
But on the second one.
Oh my fucking goodness!
Because there's two. I don't see Veil of Maya on that one.
You're right. Veil of Maya is here on the second one.
Because for me,
but they're not here on the first one.
We're talking Veil of Maya Matriarch era, pretty much 2016.
Oh my fucking god! You're right. Oh my fucking god! You're right.
Aren't I? Hey, Bad Omens logo looking a little small on these posters too, don't you think?
Bro, let's just wait till you get to here. Where it might as well not even be here. It's so fucking invisible.
I can't tell if it's above or below Cane Hill on this.
You can see immediately how pissed Bad Omens was about this by how big their logo is here.
You can
follow the era of Bad Omens getting pissed about their logo size. By the way, if that tour is on here, I'll fucking cry.
It's
because it never happened, right?
It never happened.
Fuck. All right, back up.
We could add it in posthumously.
Does Veil of Maya?
They absolutely put it a tier above. Veil of Maya pushes us almost 2 tiers up, but one I'll settle for.
I don't want to be insane, but this is definitely like that. This is this tour,
but good.
But, like fucking final version, like best imaginable. Like
this game's actually the most amount of fun because you realize that Bad Omens are currently just touring with everyone they first started touring with.
Bad Omens is bringing on the road everyone they've ever toured with.
I can guess the next Bad Omens tour.
I'm seeing Born of Osiris show up again, and I'm thinking they are owed. They are owed.
I think this one's would sell my soul.
I think I would.
Because honestly,
because everybody in a fucking era right here, like I know we just said like after the Burial and Born of Osiris are like, okay, was I vibing hard with them at this time? I think I probably kind of was, honestly.
I think the trouble with this tour is that it's a lie.
What do you mean it's a lie?
And this was absolutely not 10 years in the fucking Black tour. Because we didn't play a single song off of the fucking Black.
Oh my fucking goodness, you're right. That is what happened. Holy shit.
And all I remember at some point is like Asking
Asking actually fucked this up for everybody.
They played like a cover or some shit.
Fucked this up for everybody.
It was this tour was like shrouded in so much mystery because like 10 days before this shit happens, they're like, and Danny's back. And the rest of us are like, you guys are playing the Black? And that didn't fucking happen.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. Did we not go to this?
We did.
This Bad Omens?
5 minutes of Bad Omens.
Okay, all right.
We're like, hey, yo, this shit's pretty fucking good. Like live. Because like we specifically went, obviously because every other band is on here, but also like Bad Omens. And this is a band we're super excited about. They're finally coming to town again. And we can't wait to see their entire set. Cut to us catching a song, and that's it.
That's the biggest fumble. Is that fumble so big that you would travel back in time to catch Bad Omens at the time?
I don't know what the bigger fumble is, but we did the exact same shit with Crystal Lake on that August Burns Red tour.
Never forgive myself for
that. Only had fucking 3 bands we wanted to catch anyway.
Never fucking forgive myself that. August Burns Red was obviously all of them. Okay, all right, let's keep it rolling here.
Slow down.
What do you mean slow down?
Are we happy with this so far? Like, are we 100%?
Yeah,
we're not locked in, but like,
I think I think Asking Alexandria actually fucked this up for everybody.
But the only band we haven't really talked about is I See Stars here.
Yeah, but I'm pissed they're not headlining.
Yeah. Do you really remember this show?
Yes. I remember Asking actually being good for what it's worth.
I don't remember them being incredible. They were good, but they weren't like, there was definitely like some Danny Worsnop fuck around shit that pissed me off the entire time.
He did crowd work, which he's not good at.
It was a combination of crowd work, and I remember like we're finally playing like the real good shit, like the thing that like really sold the ticket, with Danny Worsnop being back behind the mic, and like we just weren't singing the notes the way they were supposed to be sung, like it intentionally fucking with the formula of the song.
Yeah, almost like fuck you guys for even wanting this to begin with. You're right. Bad love for the crowd.
I don't really remember this tour though. Was this around when Born of Osiris had dropped the Simulation EP?
It has to be, because I had to have cared about Born of Osiris at this point. Like I had to have. Right?
I remember that set being really fun. I don't remember I See Stars' set. Do you? Why are you putting this as a hard no? Get that shit up there. It's at least text free.
I do remember I See Stars because I explicitly remember seeing them at the Palladium in Worcester, and this was the only time I've seen them there since like that fucking Started From the Bottom and We're Here tour.
So good. There's a whole different tier maker you could definitely do with I See Stars that is like gonna melt your head, melt your mind.
Yeah, bro, they're all up here. Yeah, as long as it's a headliner, it's right here, bro. All right.
Oh boy.
All right.
So Attila, New Year's Day, Bad Omens, Cane Hill. A couple of factors here. So before we really fucked with Cane Hill.
Yeah, this was extremely before we fucked with Cane Hill. That's a good point. We've never fucked with New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Not ever. I'm not going to lie. This is peak Attila.
This is peak Attila.
This is literally peak. And at this point, I did not miss a fucking Attila show ever.
It was a party coming to town, pretty much. And them partner with Bad Omens, like...
It's a real mixed bag of a show, though.
It's a weird one. This is probably in that same, like that first tour, that same tier. If it was live streamed, I'm probably watching it, in the sense that, like...
Attila live streamed feels like pointless.
It feels so weird, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like it's hard to really get excited about this one now. In a sense, I do wish I could go back and enjoy Attila once again.
Course,
but
yeah, honestly, the thing killing it here is just New Year's Day, who we didn't really like at all at any point. It's
right.
like
that's a brutal sit for direct support. Brutal.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like that's a 40-minute commitment, and it's like.
And every show that Bad Omens opens, we have to assume we're missing the first two songs because we've never been on time in our lives. But now we're talking to Bad Omens headliner. So what the fuck is this? Bad Omens short run of headlining tour ending in Northern Invasion in 2017. So this is literally like them by themselves.
Ending in Northern Invasion. Was that a fucking thing?
All right, so Northern Invasion.
Zoom in on this tour.
This has to be like some fucking what are you seeing? Like Lancaster? Like
is
what are you seeing? London
them?
In there? What do you see? Yeah, it's literally just them playing a couple headlining shows. Is that Dallas, Texas?
I'm seeing Albuquerque, New Mexico. What the fuck is WI?
Wisconsin, you moron. What is WI? I'm fucking dying.
Wichita, Kansas.
Is this like at this point not enough? It's just for show. It's such a nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming you're going to one of those shows, and obviously we're doing
But this is also
Wisconsin.
like just the first album. It's like I got travel for it.
Yeah.
There's just like it's just to me it's not there's not enough here that's even as exciting as like being able to catch like Attila in this era or like a handful of these Sumerian bands.
Seeing some Lost in the Static live.
I don't
Burial. Yeah.
What for you qualifies as a hard no? That's got to be like every band sucks except for Bad Omens, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, there's definitely like
You're saying there's potential in here?
There's got to be something in here.
Because this would almost be it. Because it's just like a whatever. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like a throwaway. But I'll leave it here for now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at a tour over there in the corner. We'll get to it.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, the next one is another Bad Omens one, but it's got fucking Loathe, Scream Blue Murder, fucking Lotus Eater, Sibling, who I don't even know, plus Others is a fun.
This one's got this is obviously UK.
And like with this poster, it's hard to see anything, so we're just kind of gonna have to go with. They got Beartooth's logo on here. For some reason.
I mean, Loathe at this point is at least doing the holding absence split.
Oh, that's
Lotus Eater are probably fucking good at this point.
That's a 2017. I don't even know if I don't think that even is the split at this point. It might be like their first album. Scream Blue Murder is like yep. Yes. I mean, I guess it's slightly more exciting than like just Bad Omens by themselves.
Sure.
There's like there's a little bit of meat on the bone here.
There's definitely like a light and a hard, maybe if it was live streamed, I'd tune in. What's on Warped Tour 2017?
I don't think we even get a list. Like I just think it's like it'd be too many names to name, you know what I mean?
So earlier we talked about we've seen some of these. I explicitly remember catching this band on like the Kevin Says stage.
I would do anything to go back and see.
Or maybe it was like the Full Sail University stage. And we were pretty up close and it was a magical fucking set. And it was incredible. And I don't even remember who. Oh no. This is actually 7 tiers above the tier it's at right now.
What do you mean? Why?
Warped Tour 2017.
Yeah.
Chase Atlantic. Don Broco. Actually, I don't even have to name other names. Like those are like that is.
It can't go any higher. It can't.
Tier.
It was perfect. We'll never have anything as perfect. No, this one's fucking crazy.
2017.
This is fucking crazy. All right, so we have the Scene Tour, Electric Callboy.
Oh yeah.
Bad Omens, Rain City Drive, and Outline in Color. What fucking era of Slaves is this? Is this still Johnny Craig?
This is still Johnny Craig era, and this is probably Johnny Craig era Slaves at potentially their most well-behaved for a little while.
I guess they're traveling internationally, so
yeah.
I fucking suppose it is.
I would love to see.
Bro, they sold out the Hamburg Docks.
They sold out the Hamburg Docks.
They sold out backstage at the Michigan.
You get to see Electric Callboy with the other vocalist.
Oh man, this wasn't a bad era of Electric Callboy, to be honest with you.
This is a fun billing to look at because at this point I'm like, yeah, Slaves is bigger than Bad Omens in this era for sure.
Right.
And they're not. And clearly the logo size, Sam, obviously. And
how's that logo size looking?
It's looking pretty healthy for Bad Omens.
It's so big they couldn't fit Outline in Color on the poster.
Oh, true.
This feels very good.
This feels pretty great.
For me, this is like... I need a little bit more disparity in these descriptions because Selling My Soul for this feels insane. This is more, I think, like right here.
Yeah, top end of that. Yeah, sure. I think there's probably going to be some stuff moving around at some point.
You think so? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who we got up next?
It could be as soon as right now.
Bad Omens went to Japan. And in Japan, they played with... did we just skip? It's just literally them by themselves. Okay, so this guy is like right above.
Yeah.
Should be right above. Make My Day, Given by the Flames, A Ghost of Flare. These have to be Japan bands, right?
And you know where it's going?
Should I check them out? I feel like I need to check out all these bands, right?
We have to. This is going right to the top, Sam.
It's not going right to the top.
Bad Omens in 2018 in Japan. DeLorean me right the fuck there.
You're
unforgettable experience
to Japan to catch Bad Omens.
And granted, like, I've got ulterior motives. I would like to really see Japan and maybe even a music venue or two in Japan, right? but also I'm catching Bad Omens, and I'm getting exposed to the local Japanese scene.
No, you
Sam.
can't do this. You can't do
what
this.
What do you mean?
Can't. I mean, you can do this, but you can't do this. You can't just.
I'm doing homework for the show.
Points for Japan.
I'm going out there scouting to see if, like, you know, Sharptone should be signing any of these acts.
All right. Realistically, though, Bad Omens is in Japan with the entirety of Japan's metalcore scene. What realistically, where is that sit?
It's probably, I don't know what you're at this point. I feel like not considering.
Yeah,
is if the plane tickets were free and I was on vacation, Sam, get me the fuck over.
Fuck it then. Like, it's better than Warped Tour. I don't give a shit. Fine. Bad Omens in Japan is better than Warped Tour.
Get it down into if the tickets were free at the end.
This feels insane. I think I would sooner go to the Hamburg docks for this fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm saying put it right after Veil.
All right, that's better.
I'm saying just like this is cool. Cause it's 2018 era Bad Omens.
Imagine.
We're getting like
it's 2018.
We're getting like new singles from the new album.
All right. I'm sold. I'm sold. Who's on this fucking Parkway tour? Stick to your guns at Bad Omens. Did we go to this? Why does it feel like I would have went to this?
It feels like something we would have absolutely considered going to. I'm not going to lie. Bad Omens have really glowed up logo-wise.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably a live stream. Am I insane?
No, I think you're right. It's like right here.
I just don't really have like any. Don't really want to see fuck. I don't know. I don't have any interest in seeing Stick to Your Guns live right now or then either. And Parkway Drive is really just not
a terrible time to catch Parkway in 2018.
Yeah,
like this is probably you're still getting a lot of fucking heaters.
Are you?
There aren't enough new singles to bury the heaters yet. You know what I mean?
There's enough. Yeah. This is insane.
Damn, bro.
That's
okay.
insane.
This looks good right now. Bullet for My Valentine, We Came as Romans, Bad Omens. Is that the whole tour?
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking tour?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fuck.
Looks it.
I mean, it's pretty strong. It's not strong. But it's not incredible, right? I'm not like...
Yeah, I think we caught Bullet at this point in time with like While She Sleeps and Asking.
Yep. British
Granted, it's like
tour.
2-3 years. Yeah. Actually, We Came as Romans. Like, it's not that fun of a game to play. But
I know,
like,
I didn't want to say it because it's just sad.
It's technically DeLorean, but realistically,
I just don't even want to think of it in that capacity.
Nowadays, I would probably sell my soul to just go catch something like that.
This is a rough era of Bullet. This is the beginning of the end.
It's a rough fucking era of Bullet.
This might be fucking Butterfly Wings album, and that was fucking brutal. And if
At
it's
this
not, it's the
point-
one before it, which is even worse.
At this point, it's not even a question of like, all right, you're catching a Bad Omen set, sure, but like, would I rather watch a Bullet set over a Veil of Maya set? No.
Right, like
definitely
this
not.
just isn't a great tour for. It's almost like, is this a great tour for Bad Omens to be on? Like, it's not bad, but it's just not really special. Does it fucking fit for an autopsy?
This is more than this. This is a Trivium tour, I think.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Trivium fit for an autopsy. Bad Omens.
I'm colder on this.
This is rough. You know, like this is not my peak love of Fit for an Autopsy. I don't even know if I was listening to them at this point.
No, you were. This is my peak love of Fit for an Autopsy. I don't know if I've had any reverence for Trivium in any capacity.
And Bad Omens is kind of stuck on this one. Is this like I wouldn't have gone to this under any circumstance?
I'm curious if you can zoom in at all to see any date. I feel like I see like an MA in there or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, but I just don't think I would go to this. Like,
you're just skipping it.
Now or then.
I wouldn't pay it.
Now or then.
I'll be honest with you. I'm probably skipping a Caliban Lionheart Bad Omens tour too.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a hard no.
It's a hard no for me, dog. This would literally just be like it'd be like paying more money to see this. Is what that is.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No, this on the other hand.
This on the other one's got more to it, right?
European Summer with Polaris.
Sign me up.
The Amity Affliction, Kingdom of Giants, Bad Omens. Not bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is above Electric Callboy, but it's not in another tier.
I think I agree with you.
We're probably pretty high on Amity at this point.
Yeah.
Probably the highest we've ever been on Polaris at that point.
Not even close.
Me personally.
Okay.
And I don't even remember who else is on this.
Kingdom of Giants.
I
don't think that's peak Kingdom of Giants though, because I don't think we got that till like 20.
I liked the album before that though.
Yeah, but did you like it more than like A Beautiful Death by Slaves at the time?
Definitely not.
You know what I mean?
All right,
I feel like
drop
this is low key better. This is like at the time. Like this is just low key. I would have like banger.
Is it better than the Asking Tour?
How many Born of Osiris tours did you go on, Bad Omens? Fucking hell. More Kingdom of Giants. Spite's a lot better now than I think. Like I like it a lot better now.
It's definitely a fun tour.
It's It's definitely a maybe.
And this is Born of Osiris, maybe at our favorite.
Live streamed. Is it better than the other Born of Osiris?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Okay. This one looks like it's a problem for everyone.
All that
this
remains.
Is brutal.
Lacuna Coil.
All right.
It's a fun band name to say.
Bad Omens 2 Uncured Eximus. All right. So Skip. Actually adored this band at the time. Very into Bad Omens. Skip. This
hard
is
no.
yeah. This might be the worst tour we've seen so far. It's there though.
This was like
I show up late and leave early. This was some the fucking problem with this
crazy ass rent due type shit on Bad Omens' part.
I mean, if Bad Omens is doing anything, it's making sure that like every second facet of the metalcore like scene knows their name, right? Like they are everywhere.
And I think what next up is we've got 2 more until we are at our post-pandemic shows. So these next 2 tours pre-pandemic, following one would be post-pandemic. Bad Omens headline dates.
There's nobody else on this, right? That's just fucking Bad Omens short run of headliners. Got it.
Fuck it. It's a goated era of Bad Omens. I think this might be our first. No. Sell My Soul is so intense.
It does feel so intense.
I probably put this right behind Veil of Maya. That Born of Osiris tour.
I think you're right, because this era Bad Omens headlining is better than like having to go to Bullet for My Valentine headlining here, and significantly cheaper than traveling to Japan. Bad Omens, 1,000 Below, Oh Sleeper, Bloodlines.
I think this one.
I think we fucked up immensely by not going to this. This is low key this for me.
That didn't happen.
What do you mean it didn't happen?
I think this one got canceled right in the middle. I feel like this one was happening.
I think you're wrong.
Until it was no longer happening. I'm telling you.
Oh, you're right. 2020. Are you sure?
You're not going to be able to fucking.
Would you sell your soul to go back to the pandemic if this was the lineup?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think at this point, do we have the deluxe album?
2020,
like,
beginning of 2020?
I guess my question is, like, are we playing Limit? Is Limits being played?
For sure. For sure.
Then I think it's the first one on this tier. I think it's the first one on this tier.
And No Sleeper had just come back with like one of the fucking sickest songs and like a really decent album.
I feel like Bloodline had just dropped something sick too. 1,000 Below, obviously.
This is the end of Bloodline, right?
I feel like yes.
And then Matt would go on to essentially become a part of Bad Omens.
Bad Omens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. Was it in a fucking heartbeat?
Who else was on this? Was
Currents,
it Fame on
bro.
Fire?
Currents. Was it Currents and Fame
Currents
on Fire?
and Fame on Fire. Let's absolutely fucking
I'd
go.
run that back in a fucking heartbeat. This other one's insane for
This
a
one's
lot
some
of reasons. The
trauma.
lore.
This one's reliving some trauma. What the fuck?
Okay, so it's right. It's right. It fell to the back, but it's right here, right?
Okay.
The lore on this one is insane.
It's a little insane.
What would you do to remedy the first time you could have seen Spirit Box, still in the height of your adoration for Bad Omens? I don't know if I heard Straight from the Past songs I really liked up until this point because it was all that new album for me.
Yeah.
So this was still rough.
That was still a little rough.
Voyeurist.
Voyeurist, at the time,
You were
hype on that one. I think this one is a would sell my soul, and it's definitely.
And I think
top.
Spirit Box puts it ahead.
It's so like if this one had happened 5 years ago, like all these bands are still the same. Like I don't know. It's hard to say. Like if we were doing this 5 years from now, this tour probably ranks higher. But the fact that like we missed it, my life didn't really change, type of thing. Like I'm okay. And I don't know. Like I think that tier is where it should be. But like fresh off the fucking pandemic, already having seen Bad Omens again, getting some Ice Nine kills, some Currents, some Fame on Fire, like that absolutely does put that at the DeLorean level. Because like it felt like we had,
you're not saying it, but you're saying it.
No. I'm saying like
you're not
that.
Saying
I'm
it, but you're
saying
saying
they're
it.
both where they should be.
Okay, got it.
Because you have to remember, like we had seen Bad Omens already within like 4 months ago.
I know, but it's so specifically like this Bad Omens Spirit Box
Box
fucking double attack here. That's just insane. Like that would be the best fucking hour 15 of your life.
It would be.
It could have been, actually, as a matter of fact.
I had the tickets.
In this moment, Bad Omens dead.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not attending this tour.
I'm not going to this one. And it's a lot of you are going to be like, wow, you guys don't like In This Moment, huh? Wrong. I fucking hate Dead. I am so over Dead.
I'm more into Dead than I am in this moment.
Nah. I remember watching Dead in a chair at a bar in some weird ass fucking Rhode Island venue of sorts. They were opening for Bless the Fall, The Word Alive.
They were having a wedding,
1,000 Below
like,
were on
downstairs.
there.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was like a weird like it was like connected to multiple buildings.
You guys are curious why Bless the Fall aren't around anymore.
It absolutely sucked. I fucking hated all of that set. Thank God 1,000 Below played before or after them or some shit, because otherwise I don't think I would have been like able.
This is a better Dead though, is the problem. This is a slightly better Dead.
I don't know. I don't really fuck with Dead like that.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna try to break it. I'm not gonna. You don't like it. I'm fine. It is what it is. This is tough.
This is an interesting one.
All right, so we got A Day to Remember, The Ghost Inside, Beartooth, Bad Omens. Now, A Day to Remember coming hot off of controversy here.
Yeah.
Having done the bare minimum to be able to tour again, literally. Like,
yeah, that's true.
The Ghost Inside also kind of coming off of controversy.
Yeah. Well, also technically doing the most to tour again.
Yeah.
Technically. Granted, obviously they had played many shows beforehand, but
I still don't like Beartooth here. Literally everything
so
Beartooth is like, for me, the
weird.
first album, this band might as well not exist for 8 years, and then Riptide drops.
Is Riptide out at this point?
No.
Or is that last year? Is this a 2021 tour?
Has to.
When the fuck did this happen?
Has to be. 2022.
That was last year.
It was that. Why does that not feel right?
It does though, because 2021 was hip to be scared.
But I also thought this was 2021 is the fucking problem. No, because this is the beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
And this is like mid to late summer 2022.
Yeah, this is like August. I'll be honest with you. This one's probably
like the best version of the I'm going to skip it.
No, I think it's a live stream for... No, you're right. Fucking...
There's just not enough here at this time to really also... Okay, let's skip controversy. Not feeling the new The Ghost Inside album. A Day to Remember's new album is a fucking train wreck. Beartooth are kind of extremely cold.
No.
And somehow Bad Omens is trying to carry this whole tour alone.
But they're doing it.
They're not doing it in a sense that I wouldn't rather just see them like at this point.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really have any interest in seeing Ghost Inside live. Beartooth are like...
Yeah, like I'll catch Engine 45, and that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Beartooth are like... I like Disease, but I just didn't... I'm still not fully on board with this band.
If Riptide is out here, it's a different conversation, but it's not out here.
And it did remember, like, that would be fun to see in the sense that, like, man, I'll be honest, I've just had fun at every A Day to Remember show I've ever seen. You know, if we're not counting controversy.
Let's scrutinize this deeper. What the fuck is the Ghost Inside doing above Beartooth to begin with?
It's a weird, like, legacy thing.
You think it's a respect thing?
Yeah. Because, like, Ghost Inside have absolutely been higher on bills than they should have been.
I mean, in a lot of ways, I understand that
just
this band,
this tour.
like, this was... them coming back was an event, you know. There are reasons it was undercut, but
I think I don't remember if Bad Omens were also on that, but, like, there's another version of this tour that has like movements in Magnolia Park that I would absolutely...
It's a better version
of
this.
Yeah.
It's a better version of this. I agree. The Bad Omens all by their lonesome in Australia. Now, this is where I'm coming around and I'm telling you, this is the argument you were making for Japan. This is peak Bad Omens in Australia.
Down under. Now, are we sure that there's no support here?
Yeah, there's no support here. There's nothing going on here.
This is not Fest Sideshows.
What the fuck is this?
This is not Fest Sideshows. This is 2023.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So, fuck. I mean, it just kind of is, right? Like it's sideshow shit. I don't know.
Let's try to do the rest of these best by like.
We gotta fix the order a little bit, right? Though, because this is actually here.
No, it's Bad Omens of Void.
This hasn't fucking happened yet. So it's like this.
Yeah. Am I catching Bad Omens with fucking a Void opening? Go ahead and DeLorean me right the fuck there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Peak Bad Omens, peak a Void? Yeah.
That is a crazy one, too, because it's literally just popping in for these two bands is wild.
This is last year, Sam. Arguably, like, two of my favorite bands of last year. Like,
this is so fucking hype. I feel like there should be like 700 videos of these two bands like performing together.
Yeah, it's a good one. I know. Yeah, and this is, I think, probably there. Obviously, 1,000 Below, Dayseeker, Make Them Suffer.
The greatest show I've ever been to in my life.
1,000 Below. Is it better than Warp 2017? Is the question.
Warp 17 is such a
Dayseeker's
fucking...
on Warp 17,
Warp shouldn't be on here. You know what I mean? It's the same reason that, like, we have Road to Knotfest, but we don't have Knotfest. Like, Warp shouldn't actually be on here.
Shouldn't be on here.
Like, it's too low. Like,
pull Warp to the fucking end.
Like, you're asking me if, like, was Warped crazy? I'm pretty sure we went twice, and, like, Chase Atlantic was there. And it was
Born of Osiris is there. Yeah, this looks right.
Yeah, that does look right. I mean, we're being realistic. Like, let's calm down a little bit here. Is one Ice Nine Kill set better than the entirety of Warped Tour? If Bad Omens,
no way they didn't also play 17.
I think what's kind of telling here is we definitely did go to the Bad Omens shows that were can't misses. You know what I mean? Speaking of, this is essentially that. No, this isn't them running back. What am I talking about? Ghost Kid and Oxymorons is such a sick fucking show. I really would have liked to catch that.
I think it's what I...
It's probably like right there-ish.
Ghost Kid oxymorons are so tight, but not like...
Yeah, but not like
enough
so
for a
much.
kidney.
Right. And also maybe not like the peak of like these lineups at the time.
No.
It's even like, it's questionable with like these here. Like this is probably closer to right there.
That looks about right.
Yeah. Now, these are not currently have happened yet, right? But obviously,
Yes.
like...
By default, would have to be DeLorean.
He's going to go ahead and put that. It's going to be the greatest show in history.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? I See Stars and Bad Omens. What is there to...
I See Stars opening act. Era above them. I'm just being honest. This is where that lands for me.
Is Ice Nine Kills above that?
DeLorean me to I See Stars' first set in 7 years. Like, I know that's not accurate, but I don't know. Isn't it?
Is it here or here or there? This is a tricky one.
I think it's where it is.
Now, this one's interesting because this one gets announced and it's like, that's cool. And then Invent Anime dropped their new album.
Yeah.
Something about this that makes... I feel like Era is holding on to like the song of their fucking life. And it's going to make these two tours suddenly like somehow better than they already were.
It's going to
I mean?
somehow make this tier list age.
Era's sitting on a Noah Sebastian feature.
They're sitting on a Noah Sebastian
They've been sitting on a Noah Sebastian feature.
What we also don't know is that they're sitting on a fucking Devin Oliver feature. I know.
I've talked myself into this actually being incredible.
I think what I'm looking at makes a lot of sense.
Is this the ranking of Bad Omens tours?
Bad Omens has had 5 cannot miss tours without any question. They've also had 5 tours that you can miss.
They've had 5 tours, but they've had 5 missable.
They've had 5 missable.
They've had 5
tours.
missable tours.
That's not bad in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that's pretty good to be honest with you.
And then a pretty mixed big bag down the middle, honestly.
This is most bands. Most bands should be right in here and then have a couple of like not misses. Honestly, Bad Omens has more up here than they should, right? Okay. That's been fucking ranking of tours.
I'm pretty happy with this, yeah.
Agree or disagree? Let us know in the comments.